Hi and welcome to Deep in the Bunker, where today we're going to be looking at second wave shopping. Now the first item is the most important item for a lot of people out there. So, toilet paper, and lots of it. Back in March, if you had toilet paper, you were king of the world. If you didn't, well, things were looking a bit sticky. Now, so the backup system always, bidet. If you haven't got one, well, improvise, adapt and overcome. Essentials such as cleaning products proved invaluable. So things like bleach, antibacterial spray and the wipes to go with it, floor cleaner, washing up liquid, spray cleaner again, this time of bleach, so you've got to get all these surfaces done properly. You've got to kill any viruses on them, and these products are perfect for it. And of course, before I nearly forget, antibacterial gel. This disappeared almost straight away. You couldn't even make your own. You know, you can get an aloe vera gel and mix it with 70% proof alcohol, and you can make up a rudimentary hand gel. But that disappeared too. I think it's isopropanol, whatever you call it. Yeah, that sort of pure alcohol. It just disappeared. So make sure you're stocked up on these. Purely essential, because, like I say, contact to skin on surfaces, that's where the transmission happens. Fresh meats, such as chicken, steaks, anything that could be brought home, put into the freezer, it was stripped off the shelf. That's number two. Now number three, of course, was vegetables. And including that, your salads, your cucumbers, your tomatoes, anything that disappeared as quick as you could blink of an eye. So your potatoes, your carrots, all gone. That's why number 2 and 3 are definitely fresh meats and vegetables. The next item I'd highly recommend, pasta. Now, from the beginning of March, I didn't see this for an entire month, well into April. Luckily I had stocks, but this is definitely a recommendation. Any kind of pasta you can get, spaghetti, penny pasta, etc. Just get it. And next on the list, of course, is rice. Followed by pasta. This was the next thing to just disappear off the shelf. You couldn't get it for love nor money for about a week or two. So not a good situation to be in. Get yourself your kilo bags, your 10 kilo bags, whatever, and stock it. The next items I'd highly recommend are things such as canned meats. That includes your hot dogs, your meatballs. Now, absolutely essential here, these disappeared off the shelf in March, and they've only just come back on the shelf at the end of August. So that's how bad it was there. The factory must have gone into overdrive to make these, to make up for the stock that was then already used up. So, tuna, another big item. It disappeared and it wasn't there for a couple of weeks. And also items such as your baked beans and sausages. These were staples that families were taking away immediately, stripping the shelves. As you can see from the video, it wasn't a joke. This stuff just was not there. And along with that, other items such as spaghetti hoops. You can see their thinking. They were feeding their families, they were feeding their kids, and that's how they did it, with everyday items that could be cooked very easily. Now this has to be absolutely followed by the essentials. So, your vegetables, your canned vegetables, your green beans, your sweet corn, and of course, where would Popeye be without spinach? Now, joking aside, get your beans in, get your cannellini beans in, get your kidney beans, get your black beans, get your black-eyed beans, where else are we? Get your chickpeas, absolutely, what kind of a curry without chickpeas? If you're going to make your hummus, you've got chickpeas, okay? So that's it, it's got to be canned goods next, and these are essentials for the long-term haul. Bottled water, that disappeared. I don't understand why. That is definitely more of a crisis thing. That is a hurricane, get out of town situation, taking bottled water with you. but it disappeared. And along with bottled water went your basic medicines, your paracetamol, your ibuprofen. It all disappeared. Crazy things, silly things like vitamin pills, gone. Then of course we had the great baking revival of the summer. Because everybody's stuck at home, baking things went down. So simple things like sugar, flour, self-raising flour, it went out. You could get plain flour, but you could not for love of money get self-raising flour. So, self-raising flour out, people went out, they got plain flour, and what did they buy? They bought baking powder and bicarbonate soda to puff it up, of course. Now, butter, that sort of stayed in, but it was low on supply. So don't forget, in supermarkets you had a 3 limit purchase on most items. So your milk was 3, and it's not fun when you've got a family of 5, so 2 adults, 3 kids, and you go through 4 loaves of bread, and they'll only give you 3. You know, so it's crazy. It's kind of forcing you to go from shop to shop, and it wasn't good. So at the end, you literally had to do what you had to do. So to combat the butter thing, of course, what do? Ghee. The opposite of clarified butter. When you separate butter, you get clarified butter one end, beautiful, and you get ghee the other. Absolutely perfect for cooking. In baking, it is possible. And of course, an absolutely essential, your salt. You don't believe how much you use it in baking, but you do. So that is baking. All these things more. If you want to get vanilla flavorings, you want to get vanilla pods, cardamom pods, whatever you use, get it, store it, it will last. Which brings us nicely along to spices. So your salt, your pepper, your paprika, what else we got here? We've got cinnamons, we've got jerk seasonings, we've got pizza seasonings, everyday seasonings, cardamom pods for the more adventurous, mixed herbs, oregano on herb side, basil, lime leaves, whatever. You've got to have it, because what good is the apocalypse without a little flavour? And sticking with flavour, where would we be without our basics in life? Our coffee, our tea, and you've got to mix it with something. You've got to have some milk. For those who did run out of milk, the answer was, of course, long life milk or milk powder. Love this stuff. And I would say stock up on it as much as you can, especially milk powder, because Amazon is getting a little bit cheeky at the moment. Things that this milk powder here, I believe I bought it for like £15, and now you can't get it for less than 25, which I think is really bad. So I don't advocate going out and getting baby milk, baby powder, because that is a big no-no. Mothers and newborns need it, don't touch it. But do stock up on regular milk powder, whatever the brand may be. Make sure you get full fat. It tastes a hell of a lot better. Things like jams, jellies, peanut butter, chocolate spread, and honey, of course honey, really big one, come next. Absolute essentials. They didn't run too badly low, as I remember, but always worth having just in case. Obviously, as crisis deepens, the worse things will get, the more that will be stripped off the shelf. Now, for absolute backup for dessert, tinned fruit. I love tinned mango myself. Tinned mandarins, they're alright, but they're pretty limited what you can do with them. Mango, sticky rice and mangoes, it is the winner every time, and it is definitely not survival food, it is gourmet food. Now lastly but not leastly, let's not forget our pets. Even if you just get an extra box of cat food, dog food, and some litter for them to go have a poo in, it's something. You can't leave them out. They are man's best friend, they're your companion, and they are a hell of a psychological lift. In any crisis, to have someone there to give a stroke of a pet, it's perfect. Right, I hope this video proves useful to you, and if you have any hints, tips, please drop them in the comments section. But for now, it's been Deep in the Bunker. Stay safe, stay sane, take care, and of course, don't run out.